little bit of a gap down day today. Looks like we might finally get a little bit of a push down on gold. We've got a volume shelf here at 27. So if it closes under 27, definitely expecting it to get down to 15. Good morning, Allah and Deontay. Getting things situated here. Looks like ES had a pretty nasty liquidity sweep here. Like I said, gold has a liquidity, a volume shelf at 27. And under, pretty much under this fair value gap here, I'd be interested in selling gold If gold's 30-minute goes 3-2, I will probably get in short. Oil's looking like a long. And then we got NQ and ES gapped. So I'd be looking for this gap to close probably first and foremost. ES did sweep last week's lows, last Friday lows specifically. So certainly looking for some type of reaction here to the upside.
Unless the nuke goes off, and then it won't matter, right?
What's that? A nuke?
See that? Yeah.
No, what happened with that?
I'd the nuke Ukraine.
Who's going to nuke Ukraine?
Overnight.
Putin? Yikes. I watched a YouTube video the other night about the top 5 like deadliest missiles essentially, and how catastrophic they would be. The US wasn't even number 1. What are we doing? Russia was number 1 and number 2.
Yep. They don't mess around. I think we're poking a bear that we don't want to poke.
All right, probably going to be getting in short here on gold. PayPal definitely testing this stop loss I have. Failed 2 down right now. It was a 2 up yesterday, then went outside bar, and then gap down. We're through earnings. I don't see anything on actual news. Moderna just dying like I just knew it would. This thing was just death, 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 death. Moderna trims 4.5. Okay. All right. Gold is certainly going to be a sell stop here. It's going to be a 10-point stop. Stops at 35. So sell stop at 25 flat. Order is in. Watch an NQ here. Looking at a 10-point or a 25-point stop trade off this 2-1-2 down. Finger on the sell button. Stop order 22.25. Risky selling into support, but obviously breakout trades have a high reward if it does break out. That's how I got my 4R. Well, it hit 5R, but net 4R yesterday. If this 5 minute goes 2 up, I'll cancel the NQ sell order. Okay, canceling. Chelsea asked NQ sells. I don't know. It definitely was for the 2-1-2 down for like 5 points, but certainly looking like we're going to go up. And if we go up, we have a volume shelf from the overnight gap up. All right. Well, no trades to be made for me yet. Go ahead and look at options. Maybe NVIDIA calls, Tesla calls. All right, getting a little bit of a push down here on NQ. No trades to be made yet. Angel said, haven't seen your trade since I was in KC server. Gotcha. Still here. Still watching the chop. Pretty much, we're not interested in much until it's kind of out of this chop box.
Thought for a second there we were going to get the breakout. Break back down.
Yeah. Man, crazy Wicks. I was looking at getting a short there and then wanted to see what we did. The answer is we didn't do anything. To Saint How do you know? Oh, I guess that's T-money. How do you know if it's chop or not before trading? Like I got baited off the 2-2 rev at 9:30. Well, first of all, I don't trade the first 30 minutes, first 15 minutes. If you look and you backtest and you look at the first 15 minutes, very rarely does it go in the direction that it impulsively looks like it's going to go the first 15. But anyway, you got baited at 9:30, thinking it would head down and fill those fair value gaps. Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, let me see. I assume you got 9:30. Yeah, I don't know how you got a 2-2 rev on NQ on at 9:30 unless you're talking a 1 minute. Yeah, I don't know. There's no 2-2 rev there, man. $9.45. Oh, well, that's different. 9.45. I don't know how you didn't make money on this 2-2 rev. It went from the trigger at 48. It went down 37 points. Out of the fair value gap, I would have taken that trade too. I don't know. You should have definitely made profit there though. But in terms of your question on how to avoid chop, you go and do exactly what I did. You take the first 15-minute candle, draw a box around it, and you wait for price to leave that box. The last two 15-minute candles have been inside bars. And then we're 5 minutes into this 15-minute candle, and it is also an inside bar. Yeah, Billy said, let's just trade 15-minute orb. I agree. I mean, it's definitely not a bad idea. still in this box on NQ. All right, finally broke out of this.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's got 15 seconds to get back in, I guess. Shouldn't talk too soon.
set it on gold?
I do.
Hi,
Good morning. Yeah, 26.25, 10-point stop if it hits.
Was there oil news? It just died at 10:30.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was inventories that usually comes out at 10:30. Nope. What was the exact time? 10:31. Yeah, I don't see anything about it. Weird. Happened at 10:31. Looks like my gold might trigger though. I'd love that. 30-minute 222. Look at this volume shelf here. Pretty much right where my order will be sitting at for 1 hour. I am actually going to grab some Q calls before I take any futures. Triggered into gold, I'm sure. Yep. What do we add on Qs? 500. So probably the 502 calls. Yep. Got him 0.40. All right, NQ might be getting a 2-2 rev here for me to get in on futures. Looks like stops would be about 25, closer to 25 points than 50, I think. All right, what's this at? 33. So I'm going to do 35 stop by for 25 points. There we go. Probably filled on that. Yep. Filled at 34 was my fill. Wasn't watching, so I don't know how that happened. Probably just a wick, and then by the time my order actually executed, it was a point below. Who knows? Limit at 46.50 for the half hour trim. Two rev on gold. I'm considering hitting a DCA here and bringing stops up to 31.6. But I might just keep it.
Can we talk about something more important? Like, I need another team besides my Cowboys because they absolutely suck.
They'll be fine next year.
Yeah, right. Say after every 8 season.
Yeah.
For 30 years.
Oh, but they're not 8-8 this year, are they?
I don't think they're gonna get the. Jeez, they look horrible.
Yeah. Cooper Rush had 300 something yards though.
Yeah, he looks a lot better and a lot cheaper than Dak Prescott. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, 3-7 is just the record right now. 55 attempts though, so 300 yards isn't that. I mean, you would hope he would do that for 55 attempts. Yeah, that's crazy. Coach is definitely not getting re-signed.
It's not his fault.
Yeah.
Jack
But they haven't won anything with him.
Quarterback sitting on IR right now, and he's not even that good.
One half hour hit there on NQ. Stop loss up to prior 1 minute low. Yeah, I'm thinking they're taking a running back in the draft. Come on, break these 50s, baby. Trim's at 0.46 on Q's.
Almost 20 years, and it was always the next year.
Yeah, this is our year.
This is our year. Oh, God. Give it up. It's not the 90s.
As long as Jerry's a GM, it's never.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I would say. If people get mad at me now, people believe me when I say it's Jerry. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been saying it since he fired Jimmy Johnson. Stupid.
Go. Keep going through these 50s.
So for NQ,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just doing like a one lot type of, we'll call it like a one lot type of situation. Do you just hold out for a 1-to-1, or do you? I don't have anything.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I would move stops.
To hold out.
Yeah, I would move stops to break even at half and then trim at 1.
To break even at half.
Yeah. I don't know what I said. Stops to break even at half hour. So that it's a risk-free trade.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Dang, I missed that trim by a 1.5, and this is going to go and stop me out.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm out of Qs. Finger on the close on Q's actually. Let's see what this sucker does.
I need to stop talking while y'all are in a trade.
No, you're good. Then you talking's not going to impact the trade.
Yeah.
You know, it's either going to half R and trims.
In my eyes, sometimes it does.
Yeah, that needs studied. That needs back tested.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of Q's.
Oh, I've got years of back test that my entries are usually tops and bottoms.
Man, so I'm working on creating a strat bot on NinjaTrader. Not to sell or anything, just to try to have my hand at the algorithmic trading. I have a 1 minute bot and a 5 minute bot. The 5 minutes up 1R. It was up 4R yesterday. The 1 minute is up 7R this morning.
Are you serious?
Usually the 1 minute is crazy volatile and usually doesn't do well. In fact, the 1 minute is about a third of the profit total that the 5 minute is on. But it's having a good day today.
Did you back test that in that January where we were just doing everything in 1 minute?
No, it probably would have done well back then too. But
You think?
I don't know. I mean, I did well back then. I remember that. So if it traded like me, are we going to have back-to-back 3 bars? Can we not? Okay. Stopped out NQ. That's hurtful. Oh, and it's back in profit. Only a couple minutes left here. Plan is to let gold go, and if gold cracks 26.21, it's certainly going to be going back down to that volume point of control. I think that's what that does there. Yeah, point of control is white. So that's where I would target on gold. And then I'm out of NQ, so let me go ahead and take this off. Dang, man. I closed out of Qs and NQ, and it's back in profits now. That's all right. Not going to revenge trade that.
back to that conversation. If it hits half hard,
Mm-hmm.
stop loss at break even, not at the 1 minute low or something.
Correct, because you probably don't have anywhere else to put it. Like there probably hasn't been a retrace to move it to a 1 minute low. You could do, for example, like say you got in at I don't know, right here at 38. I would probably put the stops just under here at like 37 or 36, just stretch it to be under a 1 minute low, but I wouldn't stretch it to where you're still going to take a ton of heat on it if it hits your stop loss. But if it's like a couple points, then yeah, I would chalk that up to just putting, how do I say it? Just like those points will add up, but it'll take several years for you to even notice that they've added up. It's
Like just doing if there's a 1 minute
right.
structure, I guess.
Right.
Within a couple points, you're okay.
Yeah. You won't notice a point or two here and there on your P&L. Yeah. It's been a little choppy this morning.
Yeah, it's weird. This morning's weird. So let me know if you need a beta tester on this bot you're talking about.
Well, when it's stable, I'll
And don't say you don't sell it, because if it doesn't well, it's okay to sell
no, I won't.
Create some value.
I'll give it to the boys, but I won't sell it. Selling means that I have customers, and
You don't want that.
I don't want that. No. Yeah. If I just give it to you for free and you have a complaint, I'll just send you a text that says "figure it out." So.
Complaint box over the trash can.
Yeah.
Right to you.
Yeah. Plus, what's that? Well, I was going to say, plus, if I sell it, that means I have to market it, and then I have to spend money marketing, and yeah, it's just not worth it.
I couldn't imagine dealing with, I don't want to say it bad, but traders.
Yeah.
Just retail traders or
Yeah.
with retail food space, right? So I deal with customers all the time, and
Yeah.
they whine. It's good stuff.
What were you asking about the bot?
Oh, so what is it? I mean, is it based on the same, like, do you have it automated pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
like, or is it like, are you adjusting
Yeah.
at this point?
So another reason I won't sell it. So I have it set on trading failed twos and inside bars. That's it. No 222s. And then it can be customized to be what full time frame continuity you want. Right now, I have it set to the 15-minute and the hour. So both of, like, for example, all day the 15 and the hour have been green. So that's why it's the 1 minute is so green or up so much, is because it's taking trades with the 1 minute up pretty much.
What it hit, by the way, just now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's checking full time frame continuity, which is something I added like last week or so. And it's doing pretty well. The 5 minute is definitely a much higher success rate, I think, but let me see. I have the stats here. So the 5 minute is 71%, 71.7% win rate. And they're just set to 1-to-1 R on the 5. The 1 minute is set to 0.5 risk because it's a 20-point stop, but a 10-point TP. I did 10-10, but it was just getting stopped out on, like, for example, the 212. If it goes and breaks this 212 up here on NQ and then retraces down 10 points, it would get stopped out, and then it would immediately be going after that. Like right now, the 5 minute, I'm watching it. It took this failed 2 down, 2 up reversal, and its entry was at 50, and its take profit is at 70, so it's barely missing right now. And the 1 minute actually took TP right there, it took some heat on the 20-point stop and then the 1 minute or the 10-point TP hit. So I think it's hit every profit target this morning. So yeah, it's just twos. Right. So if you take a full stop, it's wiping out 2 wins. So you need to have a higher win rate, which it has a 72% win rate. It took 200 trades last week. The 5 minute took 53 trades. So obviously 4 times the amount of trade frequency, but you're catching up with, you're able to have a lower risk to reward because of the higher frequency and high win rate.
Which one actually created more cash?
The 5 minute. Yeah, the 54 trades, because it had the 1-to-1, and I don't know. It might be truly at the 71%, but it felt like it won a lot more. But it probably had like a losing streak.
Yep.
But yeah, it's doing okay right now. Once it's stable enough to share, I'll share it with the boys. But yeah, I'm just testing it right now. Pretty much, I have it on two Top Step Ninja Trader evals, and pretty much if it passes, I'll share it. Well, yes, but you have to check with your prop firms to see which ones accept automated trading. Like my funded futures does not. Top Step does. Apex is like you can have automated trading, but you have to be at your monitor when it's taking trades or something like that. So, well, that is one of the things. send a recording and just have it on a loop of you sitting at your seat. But yeah, we'll see. Well, gold is just moving sideways here. I'm going to keep gold on. It's going to hit 1R or minus 1R. I'm not going to do a half R trim. And then NQ is, I'm not in NQ. So that is it for me. Just checking the chats.
Is there a way to backtest the bot like that?
I think so, but I don't know how.
Replay?
Yeah, on Ninja Trader you definitely can, but I have no idea how.
Yeah, you're just doing all forward testing.
Yeah, that's what matters most.
It might be interesting to go through like the dead times of December and January, or like that December time and see low volume times if it works out.
Well, you would think with full time, like I'll run it through Christmas, and all that, because it's set, like the bot is set to only trade from 9:30 to 3:30. So like I'll have it run on Thanksgiving and all that stuff. And if it finds a good setup with full time frame continuity and it doesn't have any of the bias that I have to determine if it's good price action or not. So we'll see how it does. And I mean, worst case scenario, it hits the daily loss limit for minus 1R, or for minus whatever R, but minus 1,000 on these 50Ks. And right now, the 1 minute's up 800, and then the 5 minutes up 160. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated.
Hey, they're both up days.
Yeah. I think I had 2 red days last week, or 1 red day last week. But ultimately both were green, I believe. Definitely the 5 minute was. I think the 1 minute was just over break even, like $50 over. But again, we had I think last week was the election in CP or FOMC or something like that. Maybe that was the week prior. But anyway, yeah, I'll keep you updated.
Yes, sir. Yeah, let me know. I'll help you test it on trying to load up on somebody else's computer if you want.
Yeah.
I'll be a beta tester if you want.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna leave gold up to run. It's currently just in this high volume profile, and gonna let that hit -1 or +1, and I'll be back here tomorrow, same time. All right. Love y'all. I'll see you here tomorrow morning.